everybody, welcome to another episode of Lines and Lead. Got something a little different for you today. It's been a rainy day all day today, and we wasn't able to get out and try to catch any fish, but we have got something coming up in the near future. We've got a pond that a gentleman wants cleaned out and restocked, and this pond is just absolutely full of turtles. So we thought the best approach would maybe to jug them out. So we're going to build some catfish jugs for you today, and we're going to show you how we do it. We do jug fish. It's a lot of fun. It's actually a barrel of fun, but we don't use a typical jug. I know a lot of people use pop bottles, and they'll use old bleach bottles and detergent bottles and stuff like that. And if that's what you want to use, that's fine. That's quick, easy, and cheap. I know, and it does the job. But we like to make ours out of pool noodles and PVC. So that's what we've done today, and so we're going to take you along, show you how we do it. We appreciate you tuning in, so stick around. All right, folks, first thing you need is our pool noodles. We use green and orange just because they're bright and you can see them. We picked these up at a Dollar General. End of season, you can buy them for 99 cents a piece or something. They work excellent. Like I said, they're easy to see in the dark. They're light. You can put your hook right in them and store them. They just work really good. So a pool noodle, piece of 3/4 inch PVC. So we'll get started here. Our PVC, we're going to make 8. So we got a 10-foot stick of PVC that we picked up at Blevins Hardware. So we're going to mark these things off at 14 inches and start cutting our pool noodles. So the first thing we'll do is grab a pool noodle. And I already know my pool noodles are 56 inches. So that means we're going to get 4 out of each noodle, and they're going to be 14 inches long. So first things first, grab a Sharpie, tape measure, measure 14 inches, and cut. First noodle. Now we want our PVC to be just a tick longer than the noodle. We're going to put end caps and it's going to stick out. So we're going to take our piece of PVC, grab our cutters, just set over here, and we're going to make this 16 inches. Now there again, you can build them to whatever spec you're building for whatever you'd like. This is just what we build. So we'll cut our PVC. Now that's just going to slide right through that pool noodle, and that's basically it. Next, we're going to come over here, grab 2 3/4 inch caps. We'll glue one on one end. The other cap, we're going to drill a hole through this thing. Run our bolt. We've got eye bolts that goes through it. So we'll go ahead, and while we're sitting here, get a little pipe cement. Go ahead and get one end doctored up. Get that glued on there and give it time to be setting. So while that is setting, we'll grab us another 3/4 inch cap. Go right in the center. And drill us a hole. That's all we're doing, just drilling a hole for our eye bolt to go in. Take our eye bolt. They come with nuts. We always use 2 nuts. We buy extra nuts. That way one acts as a jam nut. And we'll run that on there. And we're gonna run her down towards the end. We're gonna put that cap right up against that nut, and then we're gonna reach down in there with my big fingers, and we're gonna try to get the other nut started on, which is easier said than done. Bless God. Well, it's a good way for Gator to learn patience. And my battery's dead. Praise the Lord. Hunter, would you hold that for me, sir? Ah, juice. All right. That's all we're doing. We're just tightening that up. All right. That's going to go on the other side of our PVC. It'll get glued on. Our fishing line ties to the eye, drops down to the hook, and you have got a catfish noodle. So, it should be getting on towards dry now. We'll go ahead, slide that up. Our catfish jug made out of a pool noodle. Now we'll set that over here for a minute, give it time to dry, and then we'll come back, tie the line on it, tie the hook on it, and show you what we do, and this will be ready to go.
In the meantime, we're gonna make the rest. We're gonna go ahead and cut the rest. Of
Yep. That's what I was. You want me to tell them that?
Yeah, and then it'll time lapse. And then it'll time lapse.
Okay. So we've got one done, and while it's drying, we'll go ahead and get the others made. We've done showed you one. We're not going to make you watch us build the other 7, and then when we get them all built, we'll come back and start tying some line and some hooks on them. Okay, folks, our glue is set up and dried. Now we're going to tie some line on. The amount of line you need depends on how deep you're going to fish. So if you're 15 foot of water and you want to be on the bottom, you need 15 foot of line. For us, it just varies, and there again, usually if we're noodling, we're in about 8 foot of water, so we usually have 8 to 10 foot of line on. The line doesn't matter so much as a catfish pulls these down. There's very little resistance, and the idea is it just keeps enough pressure that it keeps him coming back to the top. Where the line does matter is when you grab a hold of this and you're starting to pull that catfish in. So we typically always use 50-pound test is what we put on ours. So that's what we're going to do today. So all we're doing is just we're going to just tie it just like we would be tying it on our hooks. 1. 2 good arm lengths. All right, set that to the side. Go over here and get our 8/0 circle hook. Remember, big catfish, big hooks. If that hook don't open enough to go around that catfish's jaw, it don't do you a bit of good. You're not going to get a good hook set in. When you're catching catfish, 50, 60, 70 pounds, they got some big jaws on them. We typically use nothing under an 8. And most of the time it's a 10/0 Cat Max hook. All right, trim the tag. And there you have it. Then all we do to store them is just exactly what Hunter got started. We just start wrapping that noodle, wrapping that line on that noodle. You get there to your hook. Take that little hook, hook it right in the top. Keeps it from hanging on anything. Don't get in your finger. Don't tangle up with your other noodles. Stick it in your bucket when you're ready to go. Take it out, bait it up, throw it in. The weight of that will unspool that thing and let her set in the water. So that's it, folks. That's the whole process, start to finish. There again, not very complicated. Relatively cheap and easy. I think we just made 8 noodles for about 32 bucks. So $32, 8 of them, about $4 a piece. They last forever. I've got some that I've had literally for years. So yeah, so I mean, like I said, you can use your Tide jugs or your bleach jugs or Coca-Cola bottles or whatever you want. But for us, we like the high-vis yellow and the fluorescent green, and I don't know, we just they work good. They don't take up much space. You can stick them down in 5-gallon buckets and store them. It's quick and easy. Throw them in your boat and they're not beating around everywhere. So that's how we do it. I hope this helps. Hope you like it. We want to take a minute and just thank the Lord for a good day. It's been a rainy day, but it's been a good day. And in rainy days, even though we're not out fishing, we get to slide into the building in the garage and work on some projects that help us when we get ready to go fishing. So the good Lord knows what we need, and He's good to send it, and I'm grateful that He does. He gives us days off. If He hadn't, I'd be wide open up and down a river bank or a creek bank somewhere and come home tired. So I guess He knowed I need to rest. So He sent us some rain, and we thank Him for it. So we appreciate y'all tuning in. If you like what we're doing, be sure to subscribe. Drop us a message in the comment. Let us know what kind of content you think you'd like to see. We've got a bunch of different type fishing coming up for the remainder of the fall. But if there's anything you think you'd like to see us go do, let us know. We're up for anything. If we don't do it, we'll figure it out and we'll go do it. So we appreciate y'all, everybody that's subscribed, all those that's watching the videos and liking them. We really do appreciate it, and it helps us out a lot. It encourages us and keeps us going. So we thank you for coming along. God bless, and we'll see you on up the road.